The IMAGE program was created in the mid-2000s in conjunction with the ramping up of worksite enforcement. Not only did we want to do larger scale investigations, criminal investigations, things like that, but we felt that we needed also kind of the stick and carrot approach to go to those employers to show them how a compliance program should be built. And not only if they go to these efforts, we would acknowledge them and, for the lack of a better term, certify them, IMAGE certified, that these are companies that are doing what the law requires and this many more things. And when we looked at that, we said, we get these companies, those are companies that we feel really good about. So now we can dedicate the limited resources we have to these other ones that are egregiously violating the law. So it was almost a self-policing type program that would allow companies to do it. It focused on a lot of things, basically best practices that we've learned over the years as investigators on how fraudulent documents come into play, what other indicators to look at. Joining E-Verify, it's not perfect, but it's a step. So there were a bunch of these 10 to 12 best practices that we were asking companies to put in place. As it is now, the number of best practices that are mandatory has gone down. Membership's gone up with that, but definitely I think it went down from 12 to 3 or 4 mandatory cases that they have to do. So the program is still evolving, but it was modeled somewhat on CTPAT from Customs and Border Protection, where shipping companies, basically if they did certain things, security, vessel security, container security, they had the chance of their goods moving through customs more quickly. Again, the best practices approach, who's doing more. We didn't have that type of offer to give, so the certification was kind of the carrot that we would have, and some assurances after we would audit them, kind of in intro audit, that they wouldn't be audited but for anything seriously egregious over the next few years.